Here we are. Okay, it looks dry. That means the rain will come at the end. Question is when. Let's see the weather forecast and let's see how much time we have to maximize the track.
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
Okay, 30 minutes. We have 30 minutes, guys. So, okay, we have to rush. Let's copy the setup. As always, let's copy from now. Let's do maximum laps possible. The setup that I copy from a YouTube channel, the name is Sim Racing Setups. Very good. I like so much these setups. This is downforce almost maximum. Here is downforce is more important. In here is in 55, 40, and 60. In suspension geometry, all to the left, all to the left, all to the left, and 005. And in suspension we have 36.6, very soft rear suspension. For traction maybe 16 front anti-roll bar, 13 rear anti-roll bar, and we have 25, 55. And in brakes, as always, this is the only set part that I always like to use my own setup. In brake pressure, I'm very happy with 93. I'm not locking the tires, and probably I will use 56 in most of the lap. And in tires, 27, oh, very high, 27, 27.5, 27.5, and 26.5 maximum, and maximum. So that's the setup, guys. For obviously I do changes, but to do changes I have to go out on track. So let's use the hard tire first. Let's complete the track acclimatization program. This is what I'm gonna do first, because we have only 30 minutes session. The second 30 minutes, the second half is useless for us, so we have to go out now. Let me sync the audio as always before to go out. Okay, and go. Let's go to track. Let's go to track now. Track acclimatization. Start. Drive out.
Don't push the car just yet. Track is still green. Try to take it easy for the first couple of laps.
I like always this moment, the moment when we do our first lap of the weekend, the first time we go out on track. Let's see how is the track, how it feels. The track feels very old. It's not like Silverstone. We got roughs, more narrow. Obviously, this track feels very narrow in some sections. And this corner is super tricky, very blind. Okay, be careful with the curves here, don't touch too much. I love this section of corners. It's very about rhythm and flow, and it's very nice to drive. This corner is spectacular, almost flat out. Not now, obviously. And let's start the lap. brakes are very cold still. Too much the car there. We did purple, I think, or not, I don't know. Better lap now. Oof. Oversteer. We need 15 points more. Let's try to do perfect now. No. We have to do all purple now.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
I'm not sure if I did it on purple, to be honest. Not sure. I did some mistakes, but the car feels good. A bit of oversteer in some corners. But maybe it's because of the hard tires as well. It's very hard, this tire, to for this track. Let's go to the garage now and let's see the data. But yeah, the car feels very good, very responsive, especially in this section. That's good. Spin lane is dangerous. Speed limiter. Oh, I'm a car behind. Let's see the numbers now. Remember, we have to go out as much as we can. Rain expected in less than 30 minutes. And obviously in rain conditions I won't be on track because qualifying and race will be on dry. So no sense at all. However, let's see. Yeah, we did it on purple. We did it on purple. We did it. Okay. It's good. In the DRS, I opened it very late in the last section. That's interesting to know. Obviously, turn 1 I went wide, I lock up. But most of the corners on purple, so that's good. Turn 11 I fail a bit, maybe in turn 7. That is the chicane. But I think, as you can see, I'm really competitive on this track. I have very good feelings. In terms of lap time, obviously, compared to everyone that is on soft. Now, question. Only we have one set of soft. Obviously, I think I will. No, sorry, we have 3. Sorry, I'm crazy. What insane. Let's save it for practice 2. That will be more representative. So let's use now the medium, and let's do laps with the medium. Let's put more fuel, and let's do a decent amount of laps to get used to the track and to, you know, to see where we are in terms of lap time on the medium tire. And I think let's do a mid-run. Let's try to do 6, 7, 8 laps to see where we can improve the setup, or let's see if we have time, because rain is coming. So let's see. Let's go out now.
Check's complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
These laps will be crucial. Very crucial laps now. So let's see what we can do. These laps are very important to understand the car, to see if we need changes in the setup. So let's go. Let's start pushing now, even in the out lap. That way we can warm the tires and brakes for the first flight lap. Obviously this tire feels better than the hard, more grip, more responsive. What was that? A target achieved. Here we go. Oh, a bit wide again. I need to adjust the brakes a bit. Maybe I need more brake pressure. car feels very nice in that section. I think the chassis improvement makes the car very, very agile. Okay, first lap 1:19.2. Let's try to improve for now. Oh, 5/10 up. Mega lap. 1 second ahead. Oh, tires in that part of the track feels much hotter. 1:18.1. 1:18.1. Let's try to do 1:17. I don't think so. I don't know if to do that corner in 6 or 7. And 1:19.4 obviously mistake in turn 1 cost me out of time. Let's see if we can fix it now. No, better. One turn up. Oh, we have a lot of traffic now. Aston Martin. I think... Oh, we can do it on 7th gear. Oh. Okay, well done. That driver. One 17.6. Nice. Let's see, we have more time in the pocket or not. It will be difficult to improve that lap time now. Oh, the last turn is quick. touch the wall. Oh, it will pass me, I think. Looks like I'm racing now. Pass. Oh, I didn't see the Mercedes. This track is very short, it's narrow, it's qualifying. We will have to take care of the traffic. This is a good simulation. Cars feels very good. Let's try to do one more lap. Lost it. I have no fuel, so I have to box. Ay. That feels good. Tire degradation is okay. Box. Be careful on the entry. Okay, I think it was a good run. Obviously, I'm P16, but I'm using medium tires, high fuel. Oh, well, no high fuel, but probably more fuel than the rest of the cars. I'm using an oil power unit. So it's not about the position I am, it's about the feeling with the car, and the feeling is good. Let's see if we have time to do more laps. But anyway, we can improve something in the setup always. Well, in comparison to people on medium, we are there, guys. Well, Magnussen did a very good lap. Alex on hard, 1/10 down. Well, you can see in the lap times we are very competitive in all sectors, so it's about, you know, it's about to match the setup. Things I can improve. I think a bit it's a bit oversteery, the car in some corners, and in the chicane I feel it a bit of understeer. I need a more agile car maybe in some corners, just a bit, a tiny bit. And to do that, probably I need to improve yeah, maybe a bit the toe out. I think we need a bit of toe out, a bit more. And in terms of suspension, a bit of aerodynamic stability, maybe. I don't know. Or let's see, maybe anti-roll bar. Maybe we have to a bit soft, a bit anti-roll bar for slow corners, and I think, and 1 point more of engine braking. I'm going wide a lot in turn 1, so I think with these changes we can fix a bit the problems of the car. I will save it. I will put low fuel, 10 kilos, override, and in that way, let's see if we can do. It's raining or not? It's not raining still, so let's try to do a couple of laps more on these tires that obviously now are a bit wear. Let's see how many laps we can do, guys. Let's go out now. And let's see how works the setup changes we have made. Before the rain comes, that is. I don't know how many time we have, how much time we have. I see drops of rain now, guys. Let's see if we can run a bit, but I don't know. Obviously, to improve lap times will be impossible. Let's try to focus in the setup, how it feels the car, but obviously, oh, I feel very slippery. Not sure if I can run much more. Oof. Oh, it feels terrible, the grip now. Oh, it will be difficult to run in these conditions. Track gets wet very quick here, more than in other tracks, I think. Oh. Let's try to do one more lap, but I think it will be very difficult to improve or to extract a positive conclusion on these conditions. Oh, big risk now of crashing. No grip at all. Wow, it's incredible how fast the grip levels down below. In comparison to other tracks where even raining, you feel the lack of grip much more progressively than here in this track. But no grip at all now. Oof. Okay, box now.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
This is like driving on ice, literally. Big chance of crashing now. crash is the last thing you want for your confidence on the car. Okay, box now. Okay, that's it for this session, I think. That's all, but I think rain won't stop until the end of this session, so I think that's it, guys. Fortunately, I could not test the car on this new setup, but fortunately this afternoon we have a beautiful, this evening we have a very beautiful practice 2 session for us in dry, full dry, so not only we can test the setup, also we can test more things like as the soft tire, for example. Okay, 28 minutes remaining, and I think, as you can see in the map, the rain won't stop. Even we increased the intensity, so wow, look at that, even extreme intense rain at the end. So, but fortunately, as I said in practice 2, well, the rest of the weekend will be completely dry. People is on Inter right now. I don't know why, to be honest. No sense at all. You can see here, you can see a spray on the cars. For example, in the race on Silverstone, we had no spray. That's something very weird. So, yeah. I don't know if because in race conditions to render 20 cars on spray with the spray maybe is too much for the console, and that's why eliminates the spray. But I don't know why we had no spray at Silverstone in the previous race. But yeah, as you can see now, it's useless to be on track right now. Maybe these cars need to complete some programs, that's why they are running. Obviously the lap times will be a disaster. Only 3 cars on track actually, so 4 more people is going out right now. You can see the spray. It's a bit better. I mean, it's more realistic than in other games. Also, how the track gets wet. This is something I talk about in the practice sessions at Silverstone. And it's a shame in race conditions we have no spray in the game. Because, you know, feels much more realistic. It's Gasly, let's see the onboard camera. Very careful here, not touching the car too much. Well, he's actually doing. Obviously the speed, entry speed is much lower than in drive. Ooh, locking up, Gasly there. We lost it. Ooh, not easy, not easy. These conditions. And he will complete the lap in 1:36. 1:36. 29.9 did Bottas. Obviously these lap times are not comparable to any kind of lap in dry conditions. The inter tire fits very well in the Sauber. It's green as the car, and it's very beautiful how it fits in the Sauber, the inter tires. Probably wet tires fits very well in our car in the Williams because it's blue. Blue mark of the wet is blue. Our car is mainly blue. So that's cool. Chicane. Oh, it's using a lot of the curves even in wet. I mean, it's sliding even. It's sliding, Valtteri Bottas. Oh, it's sliding in every corner. It's terrible. Terrible. This entry completely sliding the rear. He is in 29.8. He has 3 also on track. This track in wet is really difficult because there are so many corners and so consecutive corners, especially this section. Wow, you have to be so careful with the throttle. As you can see, people is sliding a lot. Look at that. It's not easy at all. Fortunately, we have a dry race on Sunday. I had some wet races here in previous games. I don't remember which game, but yeah, I remember to race here on wet conditions in previous games. $28.5. Well, this is these are the lap times we will see at the end of the session. The same lap times than because everyone wants improve on the wet conditions. Alex was 1/10 slower than me, but in hard, probably the difference between medium and hard, maybe it's about, well, we can see actually.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
Well, we cannot see it now, but probably will be 3-4 tenths. That means my lap was not incredible, but also we have to take in account that I'm using the number 1 unit, you know, so I mean I have loss of power, so probably in practice 3 tomorrow, once I put the new engine or the second unit that is fresher than the number 1, I will balance the speed on straight line and I will be more competitive. Anyway, practice 2 will be interesting to see where we are, especially on the soft. That is the tire. Soft is the tire absolutely crucial. I mean, it's soft here is basically in qualifying, and to do a lap time is the tire, as in most of the circuits, but here even more. So the differences between soft and the medium and hard here is very big because this track is very slow. There are a lot of corners where you need grip, traction, mechanical grip, and obviously softer tires you have much more traction and mechanical grip you will have in this kind of tracks, and the differences in time is massive between tires, you know, as you can see here. Well, there are people that use medium, but they are in top cars, that's why they are ahead of some cars on soft. But as you can see, 4 tenths difference between Perez and Verstappen. And it could be more because I think Verstappen will be faster than Perez on soft. And yeah, I think we have 20 minutes ahead. No action, but it is what it is. Sometimes happen these kind of sessions where you have to maximize the time you have on dry conditions, and yeah, nothing more to say about it. A shame that we were not able to test the car on these little changes we have made in this last run in the setup, and this is something I will have to do in practice too. We have
Intermediate tyres are your
Yeah,
best
I know.
bet in the current conditions.
I know, Mark. I won't going out, so I don't need inters. Thank you. We have a medium and soft for practice 2, so thanks. We have 2 mediums, so we can compare the setup properly on practice 2 done with the previous one here on practice 1 when we did 76. That is not spectacular, but it's not bad. So nothing more to explain about it. To be honest, we have now 18 minutes remaining. I can use this time to say again, I always say the same. Thank you so much for your support, guys. First, thanks to people who watch these live streams on Twitch, because I mean, in the previous race in Silverstone, in the race, I checked the metrics of Twitch on my channel after the race, and we did a record in terms of users watching at the same time I streaming. We did a personal record. We have a record also in people commenting the race. I think was 2 or 3 of you were commenting. I know it's only 3 persons, but for me it's incredible. So I'm very happy for that. My intention is to try to build a community from here, little by little, in this game. Because basically, what I do here, I mean, the way I'm streaming this game, the way I'm playing in this way to this game, it's exactly the same. I will do it without streaming offline. I mean, this is what I was doing since I was a kid, almost. This is my way to play, maximizing every single practice session, full races, full qualifying from the cockpit camera. This is the way I like to play. And if I would know the streaming, I will be doing the same, exactly the same, without cameras in front of me, lights and mix. Just I will do the same. The only thing I'm doing now, that is that I'm speaking to the mic, to you, and explaining what I'm thinking about the weekends I'm on the plane, and sharing my gameplays on this game. But basically my streamings, I'm not doing these streamings as you know, as a plan of content creation. I mean, it's exactly, I'm streaming exactly what I could do in offline. Just I have the possibility to share it, and in that way to attract more people to my streamings. And if people like it, as happens to some of you, to share it with you, to talk with you about the gameplay, to help me in about the strategy, about you know, the way I can play, how can I improve, or just supporting me and shouting with me when I have a good result, or being disappointed when we have a bad result. That unfortunately this season we have much more bad results than good ones. But as I said, I like how it's growing up, this Twitch channel, these streamings, also on YouTube, on my gaming channel FW46. Every streaming or every video with the replays of my streamings here is gaining a bit more of views. We start with 50, 30 views, 20. And we are now on average 200, 300 views per streaming, especially the race day. The races is what you watch most, and it's normal. Also qualifying sessions, but this is something that is growing up, a very few little, bit by bit, but I feel it. And also I am receiving comments from you, especially on YouTube, in the videos, and supporting me, just telling me good race, very good weekend, or very great lab, always supporting me. And that's very nice to feel and to read as well. Feeling that you are sharing with me the feelings I have in playing to this game. and feels very nice when you are doing things like that and people shares your joy or your, you know, shares with you the entertainment you have about on this on the game or about what you are doing, or in this case I'm playing to this game. And it's beautiful to see how people makes happy as long I'm happier because I get the best results here on the game. How people smile or it's happy when you are doing it well, and you even don't know them, you know, in real life, and they are happy because you did a good race or a good lap in qualifying here on the game, and they share with you that happiness. That's why it's worth it to do streamings, you know, to keep streaming this game. Is what I love most, to share that, I don't know how to say, passion or excitement, because I think we all are here, we love Formula 1, you know, we watch races and it's our favorite sport, I assume. And also we would like to emulate to our heroes, the drivers, and we cannot do it on real life, but we have games to do it, and we enjoy it. As personally I do, I enjoy so much playing these games. It's very, very enjoyable, or it's a very happy moment for me every time I play to this game. So as I said, to share that is very nice. It's very nice to see. And yeah, so that's all what I want to say. Maybe I'm extending so much the speech, but it's very nice, you know, guys. And as I said, both this Twitch channel and also the YouTube channel are growing up, very bit by bit, very slowly growing up, but it feels nice. It feels very nice to see more people every time is enjoying my streamings. That I will take the occasion to remind you that my way to play to this game is very unique. I mean, we are now completing this career mode season, but I will only complete one single season on this game. Once I finish this season, no more gameplays probably until the next game, until the F125. So that's the way I play. I mean, I want, because as I said, this is not the way I'm streaming, is the way I will be playing in offline if I will not streaming. That means I can't dedicate more time to produce content on streaming to the time in comparison to the time I have to play to this game. So once I finish this career mode season 1, we will have a big break. Probably my intention, I always finish normally my career modes. I start in August and I normally finish them in around March, beginning of March, just once the next Formula 1 season starts, the real Formula 1 season, more or less at the end of March, something like that. I will finish this career mode, and probably from middle of March to August, probably at the end of July, I won't play anymore. So we will have a big break of 3-4 months without streams here. But definitely have to think something about it, because I have to find a way to create more content, especially on YouTube. I'm thinking to upload the replays of the races of this season. I have no replays, I have extended highlights that are, let's say, parts of the race that I record on the game, only from action from mine, obviously. Well, people on wets now. And I have from every race I have a video about 10-15 minutes of my highlights in every race, using different onboard cameras. Very nice, very cool. Maybe during the time between this game and the next one, I upload the replays. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Obviously, I'm talking about YouTube. Obviously, in Twitch, I won't upload these replays. But you know, we'll have 4 months without content, so I hope you miss me. That will be a good signal that I'm doing things well, and you can't wait to see my next career mode season in F125. People, I know people will try to say me that I have to start the next season in a better team because they want to see if me fighting for podiums and wins. But the way I like to play is thinking that I'm a real driver in the game, and depend of my performance, that's what the chances I will have for the future in the next game. That means my season is, for the moment, is not being good, but if at the second half is good enough, I think it won't be so extraordinary to deserve a seat in a big team. So probably my intention will be to stay on Williams next season in the F125. Obviously, if in the real Formula 1 season Williams team do a big step forward, I will have a better car as well in the game, because the performance of the cars in the game are in correlation to the real Formula 1 season. So obviously, better the car will be in real life, better car we will have in the game. So, well, I assume that we won't have massive changes in terms of performance between teams between this 24 and 25 season, because the rules are really similar in the rules for technical regulations. So it will be a similar season, I think. Maybe we'll see what happens. Obviously, we'll have massive changes. The biggest one, Lewis Hamilton will be driving a Ferrari. That's wow, just crazy. A lot of new drivers as well. Bortoleto in Sauber, Hajar, that was confirmed this morning in RB, Duhan in Alpine, Antonelli of course in Mercedes, Lawson in Red Bull. A lot of new faces. Will be a very interesting season, and obviously in the game we will have these drivers in the game, so that will be very cool. And probably I will be occupying the seat that will have Carlos Sainz in Williams the next season. It's interesting because he is Spanish as me. Just in the game I will be occupying his seat as a Spanish driver, and that's cool as well. So probably 99% sure in the F125 game I will be driving a Williams car. I know for some people will be disappointed because they want to see gameplays where I'm fighting for bigger places and points, but maybe next year we have a better car and we can fight for points since race 1. Let's see what happens. It depends of the real Formula 1 team, and that will be interesting to see. Well, you can see now the dry line and the wet line. A bit unrealistic, I have to say. I mean, in wet conditions there is not a dry line. I mean, but anyways, much realistic than what happened in previous games, I have to say. We're saying that in race we have no the spray, and we have no dry line or wet line. I don't know why. I don't know if I can set up this on the game, because I'm playing a PS4, so obviously it's not the same than playing on PC and computer, where you have more freedom to change settings about graphics and visuals. I don't think this game on console will have an option where you can change the visuals, as for example to generate a water sprite in race conditions. So anyway, it's we will have a dry race on Sunday and Saturday qualifying, so it's no sense to talk about it. Well, I was talking too much, I think, but only 4 minutes 25 seconds remaining of the session. A lot of, well, not so much, 3 cars on track actually. Let's see the onboard camera. Oh, it's raining a lot. The reflections of the lights on the wet track, it looks amazing, to be honest. Look at that. Feels very realistic. I think this is something they are improve as well. And yeah, to be honest, the rain feels very well represented on track. Especially the wet patches, you can see the lights. It feels very realistic. Feels very good. And it's going to the end of the session. 3 minutes 20 seconds remaining. 4 cars on track actually. We have complete the acclimatization program. In practice 2 we'll have the tire management and the race strategy program that we will complete on medium tire both. Very important and interesting programs to understand the race pace we have, the tire wear we have obviously the tire management we have. So will be extremely important to do a good practice 2 session for Sunday's race, where probably we will have to use, I don't know how many stops we'll have to make. Only we have one set of hard and medium for the race. I think it will be about 1 stop in this game. It's about 1 stop. Normally it's better strategy. Not always, but I think in Hungary, I think it's possible to do 1 stop, but maybe the pit lane here is not so long, so 2 stops could be possible as well. But as you know, to overtake here is very difficult, so let's see the race strategy, how it can be. But this is something we have to discuss on YouTube in the race preview on Sunday. So for the moment that discussion is not important right now. We are only in practice 1, and as I said, the practice 2 session will be absolutely crucial to be there, to see how we are managing tires for the race on Sunday. Our sides are sliding so much. 1 minute 15 seconds. This is just we are seeing the final minutes of the session, and I think that's it. What a shame it was in these conditions, especially the second half. Unfortunately, from now onwards until the race day, no more rain at all, so you can be on track much more time. So Gasly, I think, will be the last car we will see in this practice 1 session. In this onboard camera, this corner is completely blind in the cockpit camera. Traction here is crucial. Looking up a bit the rear, front rear, and we go to the twisty section. Difficult in dry, very difficult in wet. And 5th gear is taking the corner. Ooh. And that's it. That's the end of the session.
And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula 1.
Perez the fastest, but obviously these times were made at the beginning of the session before the rain. Finishing, we are in 17, but obviously we have a lot of room for improvement, and the practice 2 lap time will be much more representative of what we will be able to see in the future tomorrow and Sunday's race. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for watching the streaming here on Twitch, or if you are in YouTube watching the replay, and see you in a couple of hours. Practice 2, much more interesting. So See you in 2 hours time.